Hey, what's up, Cody? Can you explain to me what you're doing right now?
I'm getting ready to get my fix. I had to tie off because I've blown out so many veins from this shit. It's really hard to hit them if I don't. And then dehydration and stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of makes it a little worse. But yeah, let's get them pumped up for me so I can actually find somewhere to hit it. I mean, you can see that years of use have done to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I have scars everywhere, and I've had infections. And here, a month or two ago, I had a blood infection that was shutting down my organs. And I'm lucky to be alive after that because I kept leaving the hospital. And I mean, one day, it's not if, it's when this is gonna take my life.
Right. Not a matter of if, it's a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, you can only play Russian roulette with so many bullets, and one day your bullet's gonna be in the chamber.
Right.
So.
How often do you have to shoot up?
My habit's gotten heavier here recently. So I'm having to shoot 4 or 5 times a day just to say
Just
I'm
to stay
sick.
healthy.
Yeah, just so I'm able to actually get around and do stuff.
Right, and survive.
Yeah, I mean, it's people don't realize it's not always about getting high. It's about being able to just function
Yeah.
after so long.
Right. And opiate withdrawals, those are pretty dangerous, aren't they? I mean, they can kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you can get. Biggest thing for me is I have seizures.
Yeah.
And I've had some scary ones where I've knocked my head real hard. And damn it.
And so you're addicted to heroin, right?
Yeah, heroin, meth. I'm a user that is addicted to anything that alters my state of mind.
Right.
And most of it has to do with a lot of regrets and stuff. I mean, I have 2 daughters that I'm not in their life right now.
So you're
And
saying
I
there's
kinda used
always
to-
underlying issues to addiction? At least for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of users out there that say, no, I just get high to get high. But those users just haven't realized that there's a reason that they are getting high.
Right.
I mean, their day will come where they say, oh shit, now I understand why I want my mind numb. But, yeah, I mean, for the most part, you have a reason you're using.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say for like other people who are battling addiction?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, one thing is, I was one of those people, I didn't think my family loved me or cared about me getting help. But you just gotta realize the torment you're feeling inside isn't near what your family's having. See, if you have children, just imagine your child running and taking your things to the pawn shop. I mean, having no regard for things. I've missed birthdays of my daughters. I missed the birth of my nephew. I missed the death of my grandfather. And that doesn't just affect me. Whenever I get sober, for an extended period of time, I have all this regret and overwhelming fucking... I'm just distraught because all those feelings and emotions come in that I haven't felt, that I've been numbing. And just imagine that times 50. Your little brother, your little sister, your mother might have needed you whenever they were watching their mother go on the ground. Or, you know, you could have been that one pivotal point that really helped somebody and led them down a different path than they're having now. Like, my mother has a lot of blood pressure problems, and nothing's working. Medication isn't, and it's really scary because one day it can take her life, and it's gonna cause some more problems. And the truth of the matter is I have put her through hell. And I mean, she is the most loving and caring woman. And I mean, she has always supported anything I have wanted to do or had a wild hair on my ass and wanted to try. You know, she was there. And I mean, she was the mom that had the NASCAR minivan with going, making sure she was at my football practice, my brother's football practice, then down the road to my sister's cheer practice. And she would make sure she did that all by herself. I mean, she's a super mom.
Yeah.
And what do I do to repay her? I make her stay up at night wondering if her son's still alive. I have her watch her phone because I told her I was going to call her, and then 3 weeks pass and she doesn't know if I'm alive or dead. And then she comes across the country to Vegas to find me living by the wash and spillway of the fucking sewer under a bridge, dirty, 150 pounds lighter than I was the last time she saw me. I mean, just think of what we put our families and loved ones through. It's almost unbearable to think about how we can do that to somebody, but that just, I mean, supports how strong this demon of addiction is. It clasps onto you and it wants your life. It will do anything it has to make you go back for it. I mean, personally, my addiction is to the point now where I hate getting high. Like, just now whenever I used, it's not to get high. It's so I don't get sick. And even then, like right before I get all excited because I'm thinking, all right, it's time, and I use. And as soon as it goes in, I think about, wow, there's $10. And it's gone like that. And I could have used that to get my daughter that backpack she needs for school, or those shoes she needs because she's growing. And I really want people to understand that we don't want to be like this. We want to be normal. I absolutely hate the fact that I'm an addict. But in a twisted way, I am glad I am, because it has led me to meeting some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And I mean, now, for example, being able to go on the Dr. Phil show and stuff like that, I mean, this is bigger than me. I am thankful and blessed, and you'll never understand how grateful I am to be able to get help for myself and my girl. I mean, the woman I love, she is the most incredible woman. But it is bigger than us. I have the opportunity to go on the next step from social media blowing up to airing on TV and really announcing to people how bad of a problem this is with the problem of addiction and homelessness. I mean, there are so many homeless in the city of Las Vegas, and
all over the world.
90% of them, they're drug addicts. And people always say, well, you don't have to live on the streets. There's shelters and there's food pantries and this and that. Well, you don't get that food pantry. Yeah, it might help, but the only part of town you're allowed to sleep on the bench and at the park might be on the other side of Vegas. So you got to figure out how to panhandle a few dollars to get on the bus and hope you get to the food pantry in time, or you wasted a trip and those $2 that you could have used at McDonald's to get you a $1.50 sandwich. But you might have to find a different McDonald's because you panhandled at that one, so you're not allowed on the property anymore. I mean, it's it is really hard to live like that, and there aren't enough like foundations and groups or available.
Yeah.
I mean, tools for us to get in a place, to get a job. Because when you're homeless, you know, you can't, you lose stuff a lot, you get your stuff stolen. So if you lose your ID, you got to come up with $25 somehow to get you a new ID.
Yeah.
And you got to wait so long for it to come in the mail. And the biggest problem is you don't have anywhere to mail it to because you're homeless. But you got to have the ID to get a job. And you can't, and it's hard to hold a job because you got to set an alarm to wake up in the morning. But you don't have an outlet because you don't have a home, and they lock all the outlets at the park so the homeless can't use it. I mean, I want to raise awareness on what we can do for people. I mean, anybody that's just sitting in their house right now, on their couch, flipping that channel, you can do something. There's always something to do. Go through your closet, find those shoes that don't fit anymore, even if they got a hole where the big toe roped through. Those shoes can make the difference between somebody walking barefoot down the street, stepping on that broken beer bottle, to having some shoes where they can actually go and march around. You know, don't let your food go to waste molding in the fridge, because
Or in a dumpster.
right, I have. You know how many times I've eaten out of the dumpster a year ago?
Same
I
here,
would have
man.
been disgusted seeing somebody do that. But now, facing that stuff myself, anytime I throw food away, I make sure I ask anyone that looks like they might be hungry. And if nobody does, you know, set it on the top of the dumpster so it's not getting in there with the nasty shit. Give somebody the opportunity to be able to grab that and get some grub in their stomach, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
and say hello.
Talk to them like a
Yeah,
person.
I mean, yeah, they might be dirty, they might stink, but they're good people.
Yeah.
Whenever me and my old lady had become homeless, we had nothing. I mean, we were in a bad car accident. All we had was the shirts on our backs, our pants and shoes, and I could barely move. And we met a group.
Because you had two broken legs or one?
I had one broken leg. My face was basically skinned. I had gashes all over my arms. I was sitting in the driver's seat, and we were at a dead stop because we ran out of gas. And a guy in an '83 Ford Bronco